Hello and welcome to the new Power BI tutorial video. And in this Power BI tutorial video, I want to show you a specific scenario which you may encounter, or if you are here, then definitely you have encountered this and you have searched for solution like this. For example, you have something called as the different tasks, task 1, task 2, task 3. Now it can be any task. It can be your project management task. It can be task that is related to IT system or anything, and you have a start date for this task, right? You have received that when this needs to be run. Now if you have the scenario that the same task need to be repeated, or the next task need to be repeated, or needs to schedule after 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, right? Scenario like that you have the start date, but when the next task should happen, you have a values like 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever may be the number, then you want to know when the next task will run. So for example, in this case, 6th May is basically the date, right? So we are basically finding the next run date. If this is a small, I can increase it. So in this scenario, we are looking at, okay, this is my latest date, which is 6th May. And my next task will run on the 10th, because it needs to be run after 4 days. So if this is a scenario that you are looking at, then how do we need to basically find it out? Based on whatever the latest task is and the latest date is, then you need to identify the next run date, which is also again based on the value associated with the latest date, right? So that is basically the solution that we will going to create today. As you can see, I have created this solution already, right, which is the next run date over here. But what I will do is, on this very simple data set, I will show you the solution again. And before I show you, just a quick information that if you have landed very first time on my channel, then you have the option of looking at all of my video tutorials over here in this sheet, right, where I basically keep all my videos. I have produced 350 plus Power BI videos. So you can come over here, search any of my video, and using the video link, you can keep it. So right from the start, what is Power BI Desktop, to down below, if you will see hundreds of videos that I have posted. So that is something you can utilize very easily rather than looking through my channel. Also, if you are looking for advanced dashboard training or advanced training, then you can learn using the 10 different projects that I have shown. Okay, with that, let's go back to the Power BI and let me show you how we can create. So first thing first is this particular task, right? Now for this, if I've selected this, I will click on the new measure. And by the way, if you want this workbook, then join my Google group, where after joining you receive notification as to how you can get all my workbooks which I have created so far. So for Google group link, the description is below, and that's where you have all of my other data sets, which I keep it at one single place. So measure is next run is equals to, here we need to identify two things, that when the last task was run, which is the 6th May. So that will going to be variable underscore max date, right? And we will simply write the calculate function, and we will find the maximum of the date, which is the start date in this case, right? And then we will just make sure that we are taking all the selected, or that means all the filters basically over here, and we will going to write, in this case, is the task over here. So the table name, which is the task repetition. Okay, that is one. Second is var underscore, we will find out the repeat day. So last repeat day. Okay, and we will say calculate, and in this case again we will say max of what is the repeat days, right? Whatever is the latest one, max repeat dates, comma, all selected, right? And then we can specify the table name, and as you can see, it returns all the row in a table or a value in a column, ignoring any filters that might have applied inside the query, but keeping filters that come from outside. So we want to, and for us it's a simple table addition over here, and we press enter. But we need to return, right? So for that I will press Alt Enter, and I will say return, Alt Enter, and that will be my max state plus underscore last. So what we are saying is, based on whatever is our max, what is our max state is, we have identified that. What is our last repeat day is something we are finding it out based on the maximum value, which is in this case the 4, and then entering it, right? Once we have entered that, this is the next run. So I'll just make sure I create one KPI over here, yeah, and then what I will do is I will put the next run. 10/5/2025 is basically what it will going to give us. So this is scenario number 1, where based on whatever is the last date is there and the maximum value in this case, which is also associated with the last day, we are identifying the next run. But you may say that, okay, for each of these tasks, based on what the respective value is, which is the 2, 3 or 4, I want to see those respective dates, right? Because if I bring this particular next run over here, it will always give me the 10th of May, right? But you may also have a scenario where you have the dates and you want to know that based on when the next repeat cycle is coming, I need to get the respective values. For that, this is becoming a row level operation, and for that what we need to do is we need to go over here. We need to basically say the new column, and in the new column is next run day is equals to going to be, again very simple, start date plus the repeat days. That's it, what you need to do, and it will give you after 1st May adding the 2 days, giving you the 3rd of May, 3rd of May 3 days, giving you the 6th of May, so on and so forth, and the latest what you have got is the 10th May, right? So that is something. Then we can come over here. By default it will produce the date hierarchy, and what we will going to do is we will put it over here and we will simply say next run day rather than the hierarchy. So in this case now we have both the values. If you see, measure is for each row is the same, value is same, but when we have created it in the at the table level, because we wanted for each row, and that's what it has given me this. Now this is the 2 scenario I have come across or I have think of, but you may have a different scenario altogether. So let me know, what do you think, what is the different scenario that you have? Mention it in the comment, and let's try to resolve it for you. With that, thank you so much. I will meet you in the new video with the new topic.